Yeah. All right. RxanSmith coming to you now, post-game after the atrocious loss by the New York Giants to the Dallas Cowboys, coming off of the Giants' third game in a row that they should have won. And then you get to the Cowboys. Cowboys come into this game needing to win. The Giants win this game needing to win. But to be 2 games in a row, great Giants defense, pass rush, shutting down big players. All right. I see what they did with Chase Daniels in their loss, and then I saw what Chase Daniels did to the Bengals, even though that defense is awful. So I'm coming into this game and I'm thinking, if they can do something this game, which means their passing offense continues, mainly through neighbors, but also with Jones not making mistakes. Big game. Number 2, their defense continues to get pressure on the opposing team and makes plays, takes sacks, turn them into interceptions, turn them into forced fumbles, turn them into points, turn them into huge 3rd and 4th down stops, block field goals, special teams plays. You know, make big plays. And then 3, the big one, the running game. All right, which means no more Singletary coughing up the ball, which they didn't do tonight by the luck of God, because his knee hit the ground about a second before that ball fell out, which I think would have been his 3rd or 4th lost fumble this year. And I'm going to go over the highlights. We're going to break down the game. I'm going to talk about everything, but just want to say what I can say in every week. The Giants brought in G on Joe's show in January of 2022, right? Brian Dable comes in too. To everyone's surprise, they make the playoffs. They're winning week after week. Every game is close, but they're winning. They make the playoffs. They beat the Minnesota Vikings with Kirk Cousins, the quarterback, in the 1st round. They have an option. We have Barkley and we have Jones. We need contracts. They franchise tag the man who dragged them on his back to the playoffs. It wasn't Daniel Jones that year. Daniel Jones managed the game and he didn't screw up. Saquon Barkley was an all-pro. He was looking for a similar deal to what the Eagles gave him. 3 years, 36 to 40 million. You know why? Because if you had Saquon Barkley on the team tonight, they wouldn't have run the ball 24 times for 26 yards. The Giants cannot run the ball. They're playing good. They're playing pretty good. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. They're not winning. They're not winning. They're not putting the ball in the end zone. And I don't know what it is. The only thing to think of is the coach that I saw in 2022 shocked the world with Saquon, right? Let's take Saquon out of it, all right? Dable doesn't look like he wants to coach. He was satisfied that the Giants hung in there. It was satisfied that they hung in there. Do I got to bring out this isn't horseshoes cliche? Are you kidding me? All right, listen to this dude in the press conference.
Competitive game. Came down there to the end. Missed a couple opportunities to advance the ball or keep drives going. Thought the quarterback played well. Made a lot of good decisions.
Thought the quarterback played well.
Couldn't get our run game going. Tried a variety of runs. I give them credit. They did a good job of shutting down our run game.
You don't have a run game. You got Singletary and 2
huge.
offensive linemen, and Barkley's leading the league in rushing for the Eagles.
We kind of controlled the game in the passing game, but we didn't do enough in the running game.
You can't just control it in the passing game. It's unheard of. Stop with this. Give them credit. Be angry. Say your team didn't do good enough.
Thought to going for it on 4th down after the Wandale catch that took you guys.
I mean, when I was watching, that's what I was thinking. I mean, the full first half, you couldn't score a touchdown. Look at this first down. Oh, he just gets it, and that's enough. He's not going to even try to do anything more than get the first. And then look at this. Oh, who is it? Oh, we're going to fake an end around to Robinson and then slide him out of the backfield. Look, it could have been a designed run, a stretch to the right. The whole side's open. Instead, they dump it off to Tracy, who's a running back, Tracy Jr., out of Purdue, receiver turned running back, bulldozing everyone. Look at him. Look at him. Why isn't he involved in the game? Look at this. Last week, 5 carries, 23 yards. 2 catches, 17 yards. And tonight, you let him touch the ball. He does that. And you only give him 2 other touches. You complete this pass to Neighbors. And then this is what the reporter was asking about. Did you think about going for it here? This was the biggest momentum drive you guys had. Wandale Robinson gets down to the 3. It's early. Worst case scenario, you're down 5. You kick a field goal, you're down 2. But if your defense keeps playing well, they have the ball on their own
3-yard
All
line.
right. And so you see, Neighbors is an option, but he's double teamed. Tracy Jr. is a great short option. He bulldozed people. Don't give him the ball. And Daniel Jones is a guy that Dable, in his first game coaching the Giants, put the ball in his hands to win on a 2-point conversion in 2022 when he looked like he still had a pulse. Here, let's go back to that game. This is early. This is a false start. Look at him getting on the linemen for a false start call. This is 3 minutes later. He's going back for more. Letting him have it. This is his first game coaching ever in 2022. This is the guy that led him to the playoffs. This is a game that started it all. The city loved him. Look, he makes it 2019. A minute left in the fourth. Listen in.
Giants are keeping the offense on the field, going for 2 and the win. Remember, they missed an extra point earlier. It would have given them an opportunity to kick it for the lead had they...
Note 2 things. Dable has a little spunk to him. He's as ballsy, right? This is Jones. Exact same position. But to win a game, they can't go for it in the third with 12 minutes left? Look at this. Of course, you don't have that guy. Barkley totally did it himself, but he trusted Jones to make that awkward shovel pass, and Barkley took it in, and they win the game. And look at this. Coach has the team. The team's pumped to play for him. Tell me last night is not a perfect example of a game that a coach needs to motivate his team.
Daniel Jones, they're thinking and dunking, and that's why Jones isn't throwing picks. His short and intermediate passes are accurate. Good. You're in the NFL. You're making $40 million a year. I sure hope so.
Go ahead, Coach High Emotion. Tell him I'm right. What happened to that guy, huh?
Forced him into it, and that affected the ball game.
Brian Dable and the New York Giants are now 5-1 on the season.
That was then. This is now. Oh, and we lost this guy too. And we didn't just lose him. We gave him to the Eagles. Check it out. Leading the league in rushing and in touchdowns. And with one less game than Singletary, he has 120 more yards.
Remember them talking about this Tracy Jr. from, was a wide receiver, transition to running back. They're going to get him in there. When he got the ball, he made something happen when he got the opportunity to run for it. And with your 26 total rushing yards against a Dallas Cowboys team that let Alvin Kamara back from the dead score 4 touchdowns on you, all right? Let the Baltimore Ravens, they ran for 300 yards against the Cowboys. The Cleveland Browns, the Giants beat. That is the victory that the Cowboys had. So now, you take a second divisional game, and this one's at home. This one's on a Thursday night where you're short rest, and the Cowboys come in for an opportunity for you to put them down, where they're in a spot that if they don't win next week and the week after, their season could be done. Instead, you put yourself in that spot, and you're going on the road to play the Seahawks and then the Bengals. Yeah, I really hope your amazing backfield there with Singletary can hold on to the ball before they run it for 1.4 yards carry.
GM Joe Schmo.
great analysis. Let's overpay for a lot of offensive linemen. Let's not sign Saquon, and let's make him a guy that's from the Bronx, a die-hard Giants fan that you draft with the second overall pick, third overall, whatever it was. Let's insult him so much. The first thing you do when you walk in after your first season, give Jones the money. Like anybody thought it was Daniel Jones' team, not the most talented running back that you've seen come out since God knows when. You let him go inside the division to show your inexperience, and the coach, the running, the drop passes. Slater drops a pass on third down. That was crucial. They ended up having to settle for a field goal. And the last drive of the game, they're driving to win on consecutive down, third and fourth down. Jones actually puts the ball where he should. Robinson drops it. He drops it, and Jones and him are screaming for pass interference. Nobody touched the guy. You hear me? He dropped it. That would have been a first down. You're driving for the score and the win. No, and then what do we do? The next play, we throw it to the sideline. It's double coverage right into the chest of Malik Neighbors. Perfect. He gets it. He can't hold on to the ball. He gets his toes in. He hurts himself getting his toes in. Drops the ball. Fourth down. Turnover on downs. Giants have to get the ball back and end up throwing a Hail Mary to now Jalen Hyatt. Thank you, Joe Stone. Another move from you. Another bust. Runs a 140 that's not clocked. He's the fastest guy since Deion Sanders. Who cares? What is this, Al Davis drafting track stars in the 80s to the Oakland Raiders? The guy was a decent wide receiver. He had big play potential. He's the guy in a Hail Mary pass comes 3 feet from getting him in the hands. He decides, with the safety behind him and man-on-man coverage, corner in front of him, instead of boxing out and going for the ball, he decides to put his arms up and hope the ball comes to him, while the cornerback looks like the player of the game, jumping up and picking the pass off. Not like you should be upset about a Hail Mary, but just to stick, before I get to the highlights, one more poker in the GM Joe Sean. My God, this is so frustrating and so sad. The Giants have become a doormat in the NFL. They are the worst team in football since Eli Manning has left that franchise. They are the worst team in the NFL. Over the last 10 years, no NFL team has more losses than New York football Giants.